Hi, so today we're going to be looking at what we can use in 2022 to build a website that is lightning fast and that's going to give you the best performance. So the first thing you want to look at, even before trying to start designing a website, is to have a good hosting. Obviously, I will always recommend SiteGround. It's very easy to use and the performance there is just extraordinary. And of course, the support also is great. So you go to SiteGround. There's going to be a link down below. You go to SiteGround and you purchase your domain name, and you can start building your website from there. So in this example, I will not be buying a new domain name. I'll be using a temporary domain, which is also something that you can do on SiteGround if you want to start building and you haven't chosen your domain name, or you want to start building it here and then point a domain name that you have on a different registrar to this website. You have this option. So here you have a free temporary domain name that SiteGround gives you. Just click on continue. Now, another thing that's great with SiteGround is that it's very easy to use. So now I have an option to start a new website, or you can also migrate your website in one click. If you have a website hosted somewhere else and you want to move it to SiteGround, it's also very easy to do. They really do a lot of effort to make our lives easier, so we don't have to. And the UI, the UX is great also. So start a new website, and of course we'll choose WordPress. Now choose a password here. I don't need the site scanner for this website, so I can click on finish. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to create the website. Now, I do recommend SiteGround. It's a great hosting. You have a lot of options that get added regularly. For example, SiteGround recently launched their own CDN, so you don't have to find a third-party CDN now. You have everything on SiteGround. SiteGround also gives you a percentage off, a discount, if you want to get Google Workspace emails with your domain name. And another thing that's great with SiteGround, they created their own optimization plugin, so no more need to look for random third-party plugins that can break your website, because plugins often there's often conflicts between different plugins. So now we keep everything from only one plugin developer in terms of optimization. So we get everything from SiteGround. I'm going to be showing you that as soon as this website gets created, and we'll be talking about the theme that we want to use. Now, once you have SiteGround, WordPress is installed. Now you want to install the theme, because all websites on WordPress are built on themes. Now it's not necessarily a theme that already has a template in it. It can just be a blank theme. If you want to create your website from scratch, it's all up to you. I use GeneratePress. GeneratePress has been the fastest WordPress theme for a few years in a row now. It's a perfect theme if you want your website to have a blazing fast speed. So I definitely recommend GeneratePress. There's also a link to my own affiliate link to GeneratePress in the comments down below, that you can use to find that theme. Now it's free to use. You don't have to buy the premium version. However, of course, if you do get the premium version, you get access to premium options, like for example the site library, which is pre-built websites that you can use. So let's have a look now. It seems like our site has been created. We can directly log into the dashboard from here. Now you can see it says not secure for SSL. You can install the SSL on SiteGround, I will show you how to do that a little bit later. So now we don't need to go through that WordPress starter. I'll just exit that. Great, we're on the site. First thing, let's install the theme. So you go to Appearance on your dashboard, Themes, and click on Add New. These themes that you can see here are what usually WordPress installs by default. So here you go on Browse a repository, and you type in GeneratePress. GeneratePress is you can find it from the WordPress dashboard directly. You don't need to go and download it from their website. You only have to go to their website if you want to have a premium version. Okay, so now that it's downloaded, you can just click on Activate. And here it is activated. Now the theme is activated. If we take a look at our website, that's the GeneratePress theme. Okay, so back to the dashboard. Now that the theme is installed, you want to have a website builder, and I use Elementor Pro for that. Now you can just use Elementor without the Pro version. I like a Pro version because I can create my custom headers and footers. If you don't have a Pro version, a workaround that is to download headers and footers for Elementor. So I'll show you how Elementor works. So these here in the plugins, as you can see, this is the SiteGround optimization plugin and the SiteGround security plugin. So it's really a turnkey solution. So now getting back to Elementor, which is a page builder that I definitely recommend. It's easy to use and it's most popular website builder today for WordPress. Install. And of course, if you don't have a pro version of Elementor, you can install Elementor Header and Footer Builder, which is going to help you build your headers and your footers. So in this example, this video is not about design tips on how to create. You already know probably how to design, or you will be learning how to use Elementor. And using the Elementor header and footer is no different than using the actual Elementor builder, because you will be using Elementor to design the actual headers and footers. The plugin only allows only is there only to allow you to display what you have designed in Elementor in the header and the footer. Okay, so now that we have Elementor designed, installed, we can go to Pages. You see these pages are usually here by default. We can get rid of these. And we can add a new page. I'm going to call it test page and click on edit with Elementor. Now the builder will be loading. It's very fast, as you can see. Now you want to get rid of all of these. This comes with GeneratePress theme. You don't need to use these. As you know, WordPress was initially created for people who had blogs. So these sections are very useful for people who have blogs. And when you actually enable, I'm going to move that here, the page layout to be Elementor full width, you won't see that anymore. Of course, if you get the premium version of GeneratePress, you don't need to do that. You can just go into the GeneratePress settings and choose a blank page. Now, this is the page title, this is not the page title. This is actually the header that we have for now in GeneratePress. So we don't need that now. I'm going to show you now how to, well, I'm not going to design a new page. I'm just going to use a page from Elementor itself. So as you can see, when you click on this little icon here, you can get access to the templates which are available in Elementor. As you can see, most of them with a pro icon here means you can't use it unless you have a pro version. And of course, my affiliate link for that will be in the description below also. But you don't need the pro version to do what I'm going to do today. So let's say I want to use this template. Now you can see I need to connect my library first. I do have an account with Elementor. You don't need to buy Elementor to have an account. You can create an account on elementor.com. And here is a page that's been installed. That's great. So now another tip when you design is to use very small pictures. So whenever you have a picture that you want to use on your website, like you see, for example, this one is 36 kilobyte, that's fine. These are the pictures which have been uploaded to my website because it came with the template. 152 kilobytes, 112 kilobytes, 32, 21, 206. Now 206 for me, that's a lot, that's too much. Now, it's true that one thing that you can do to compress your pictures is to go on tinypng.com or tinyjpg.com. It's exactly the same. There's no difference. It's the same website. It does exactly the same thing. Don't forget, resize your pictures before you compress them. And by resize, I mean, see, for example, that small photo here, that's probably around 250 to 300 pixels wide and 500 high. So you want to cut, crop, and resize your photos before you compress them. That's gonna, or just cropping and resizing will already decrease the size of the image itself, and then compressing it will make it even better. So now my suggestion for example, this here, I suppose it's a background. It's not. Let's find out where this picture is. Here, it's a background of this section. My suggestion is to use SVGs. So I create my own personalized SVGs. I'm going to show you, for example, I'm going to upload a few files. These are the SVGs that I use on my own website. Well, here you can't upload these SVGs. I'm going to show you one tip. Well, there is a way in Elementor to upload SVGs, but if I'm already on the page here, this is a quick workaround. You see, what I did here was I inserted an icon. So when you go on the icon here, you can choose another icon from the library or upload a SVG. That's where you get enable unfiltered file uploads. So you can enable that, and now select your files again. Go to your SVGs that you have created in Adobe or that you downloaded from somewhere. And here we go. So now I'm going to upload this one, and I think I'm going to also upload this one just for the sake of an example. So here I'm going to use, okay, I can delete this now. I don't need this icon anymore for my design. Now I can go back to the section here. If you want to know how to use Elementor, I'm going to make a video later. Elementor will update very soon, so I don't want to make a video now and show you how to use all of these. I'd rather wait for Elementor to update and then make a video with the updated content from Elementor. So now I'll choose a picture and change the picture to my own icon. This one also, if I want to change it, let's upload another one like this one. Let's change it to this, and the width, maximum width. Okay, great. Now we scroll down. I'm going to change most of the pictures because the pictures actually do play a big role in page performance. There's another image here. Let's use a small thing. The images that come with the images that come with the template are not always optimized. They're here just as a placeholder, so you can know what you can use. Oh, so now this is this kind of photo. So I'm going to change this. Just tricky finding the pictures sometimes. There we go. And is this another picture? Yes. Here we go. We're almost done changing all the pictures. So now this is a website that has images. Of course, this is horrible now. You can create your own SVGs and resize them, make them look nice, etc. For example, here, okay, I can say cover, or I can contain, etc., etc. So it's up to you, really, what you want to do with the pictures, how you want to display them. But what I want to show you is that even though you have multiple images here on the page, that's not going to affect your page performance. No, just let's go back to that picture. I'll show you the size of this one SVG is 3 kilobytes, as you can see. So it's much smaller than a regular JPEG picture. Of course, if you want to add a normal picture like this, you can still use tiny JPEG to compress your pictures to the maximum. I would say an acceptable size would be around 50-60 kilobytes. Okay, so now let's publish this. This page is now published. Before we test the page, let's go to the dashboard. There's a few things that we want to do. So first of all, I'm going to push that to the right here. First of all, the optimizer. Okay, collect the data. Okay, this is test website. Go to cache. You need to go through all of these one by one and enable what you have. So memcache is on your SiteGround site tools. So back to SiteGround, you see you have access to site tools here, not just access to WordPress admin. If you click on site tools, you're gonna get the tools for your website, which is where you can also create your SSL certificate. You can generate your SSL certificate and also control other things like the memcache. So here, if you go to security, SSL manager, see your installation is here. You can choose SSL certificate here. These ones are free, and you can click on get and it will install SSL certificate. When it's done, you need to go to HTTPS enforce, which means that it will enforce loading through HTTPS. Now, when the SSL is installed, you're going to get a toggle here to say on or off. You just want to put that to on. So now the reason we're here is that we want to look at the performance, so speed, caching. As you can see, the Nginx is activated, dynamic cache, and here's memcache, which is the one we wanted to activate from the site tools. Now that this is activated here, you can also activate it from your WordPress website. Now, you don't need to know how to tweak every small settings here, which is also great with SiteGround. All you need to do is whatever it says recommended, just click on it, just enable whatever's recommended. Now, after caching, go to environment, HTTPS enforce, and fix insecure content, WordPress. So here, see, all that's recommended is chosen. But HTTPS enforce now, if I do that, it's going to log me out of a website. So first of all, I'm not going to do that now, but you can do that when you have your SSL certificate installed. I'm just not going to install it now. Okay, and now the front end. Now this is one of the most important things that you need to optimize. See, minify CSS files, choose yes. Combine CSS files, yes. JavaScript, minify JavaScript, yes. Combine JavaScript, yes. Default render blocking JavaScript, yes. Let's see what's in general. Minify the HTML output, yes. So basically, it's very easy. You just, you don't need to go into the advanced settings really, unless you are an advanced performance optimizer. Just click on whatever is recommended, and that's all we have to do. Now, your media here. Of course, all if you do have photos, SiteGround also offers to compress the images for you. So even after you compress it through tiny JPEG, you can click on Edit here, and of course choose the compression level to high, medium, or low. Remember that the higher you compress, the lower the quality of your image. So it doesn't say if it's lossless compression here. So, but I wouldn't use this one because I already compressed all my images one by one on tiny JPEG here. So I would only click on use WebP images. Of course, in my case, it doesn't make any difference because I have SVGs. But if you do have JPEGs on your website, you can click on use WebP images and lazy load. You can also put that on. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on. Great. So now everything is set up. The last thing that we need to look at now is testing our website. So I will copy this URL and paste it here. Let's try San Antonio, analyze, and let's wait and see. Now, bear in mind that I just clicked on the optimizations in SiteGround, so it does take a while for your images to get compressed and for everything to be optimized 100%. Still, we should have a very good score because we're using a great hosting, we're using a great theme, and our page builder also allows us to create a website easily, so our score should be excellent. So now, as you can see, this page that it is scanning is not the page that we built, it's the landing page of a website, which is why you get this score here. So what you want to do is something that I forgot. First of all, you need to go to Appearance, Customize, and choose Homepage Settings. So by default, the homepage is usually your blog page on WordPress. So you need to click on Homepage Settings and choose a static page. And here you choose your homepage, which is a test page for me, the one that I've created, and click on Publish. Now I can go to the performance report and click on Retest, and it will test again, and this time it's going to test the page that I have built. So it usually takes just a couple of minutes, depending on if you have a lot of people using the GTmetrix tool. It will say that you're in X position in the queue, but we're lucky now, we don't have anyone in front of us. So let's see the result for the page we've built. Here we go. A performance. And we haven't done much. We have only chosen the basic settings, turned on the optimization plugin. And as you can see, the total blocking time and the layout shift is basically 0. The largest contentful paint now, let's see. Okay, so for the largest contentful paint, we just probably need to wait for the optimizations that we chose on the plugin to take effect. So yeah, now I'm going to show you the difference if you use one of the themes which are available, one of the templates which are available under general price. Of course, I've now inserted my premium key. which you get my license key, which you get if you purchase a plugin for around $54. And I'll show you the difference now. So what you need to enable is the site library. So all of these options are deactivated by default, and you can activate them here one by one, so you don't have modules that you don't need activated. That also it plays a big part in the performance of your website. Now that the site library is activated, you should see it at the top here. I'm just going to refresh that page. Here it is, site library. So let's go there. Now on the page builder, you need to select the builder that you're using. In our case, we're using Elementor, so we're going to choose Elementor. And let's see, let's install a random template. Let's use this one. It's got a big picture. It's looking quite nice. So get started. Import theme options. If import a demo content, click on I understand. And as you can see here, you can have a look at the site depending on the device that you're using. So click on begin import. Great, so everything's being imported now. Just have to wait a little bit. Now this looks like a very beautiful website. Strong fonts, beautiful picture, embedded video in a very nice way. So of course here you have a few links for the pictures that you need to change. So to do that, I'll show you how to do that. You copy and paste your own URL here. I mean, you won't have access to these again, so you have a few URLs to change if you want to keep the media that's been uploaded. So copy the old URL and go to Elementor tools. So you have Elementor tools, replace URL, paste the old URL here, and the new URL here is. So now let's take a look at our website again. Here it is. You don't have to change home screen homepage settings anymore. Everything's taken care of by the plugin. There's even animations on this page. So now let's go test that again. Same location, analyze. So I just installed the theme, which means whichever optimizations I had set up in my plugins before probably will need to take a little bit of time before it gets applied to a newly added theme. Nevertheless, WordPress is a great theme, and I trust we're going to get great scores even though we're using pictures here. There we go. That's what you get with WordPress. It's just awesome. I haven't done anything, just installed the theme and it's already extremely fast. So I would really encourage you guys to purchase the WordPress premium theme. As you can see, it makes a big difference and it's effortless. All the links will be down below. Thank you. Okay, so you have everything in the section below. You have a link to SiteGround where you can get your hosting. You can choose your hosting package that you'd like. You have a link to WordPress And I mean, you can buy the Pro plugin of GeneratePress. So GeneratePress is a theme, and you can buy the GeneratePress Pro plugin that will enable the Pro features on the theme. And that's a yearly amount that you have to pay, around $50. That's totally worth it because it also allows you to receive every update to the theme as it gets updated and it gets better and better. And you also have a link to Elementor Site Builder, which is a very easy to use site builder, drag and drop. As you have seen, I built a page in a matter of seconds. You have a lot of options to choose from if you have a pro version, so it might really be worth it for you, especially if you plan on creating more than one website.